Hello, welcome to Wisdom at the Well. Today is day 46 of my 108-day commitment to create and communicate. I'm in Bath and I went to a really wonderful vintage shop today, and look what I got. I got a really fun hat and I got some dresses, and part of the reason I went there was to actually buy some dresses. I don't typically wear dresses except for dress up occasions or fancy occasions. And I saw this video the other day, and I guess it's kind of a thing about wearing dresses. And I listened to what this woman had to say, and I was really intrigued. So I got really curious. And so I'm like, I want to explore wearing dresses and how that feels. So at this vintage shop, I got 4 dresses. I mean, for 10, 12 pounds each, right? And then I saw this hat. Oh, and then, oh my gosh, look at this scarf. Talk about some color. So anyway, I'm having fun. It's like I feel like I'm the country mouse who's come to the big city and I get to go to fun places. And so that was today, along with having the most amazing cranial sacral session with Justine Foster. I love this woman, and she is one of the finest cranial sacral therapists I've ever been to. I've now seen her 4 or 5 times, maybe more, over the past year. I come to Bath, I got to visit my cousins, and I get to actually receive some extraordinary self-care and healing sessions with people. So that was today. I'm doing this because my body's pretty whacked with this foot thing going on. Like I'm not walking. I was going to say I'm not walking normally. I'm not walking how I used to, and I'm in that transition place to how I will be walking. And I'm really wanting to come much more onto the balls of my feet, to really strengthen the bottom of my feet, to relax and soften my toes and the tops of my feet. And it's kind of a process. So, but I'm in it. I'm in it for the long haul, taking it very slowly. So today I went and got some cranial sacral. I'm also going to be getting some network chiropractic from a woman here who another friend highly recommended. And then it turns out my cousin sees her as well. So there was some synchronicity there. So I'm sharing all of this with that inner work and allowing yourself, allowing myself to be me, to be me fully, requires a lot of self-care on many levels. And cranial sacral is one of the modalities that I have used and received since my son Michael was born. And Michael's now, coming up on, wow, yeah, 29 years old. So that's a long time of receiving this kind of care, and it's extraordinary. It's working with the bones in the head, coming down the spine, and working with the different bones and plates in our sacrum, and then the spinal fluid and the energy that moves through them. So I tend to get very, very tight up in here, and getting cranial sacral work just opens up such a flow. And so, yeah, I'm feeling good. My foot still hurts, but I'm feeling good. So much so that I went and bought this wild hat. So, yeah, I'm playing with, exploring different ways of expressing myself. And one of them is this new color and wearing hats. And wearing hats has been something that, except for wearing like a cap when I walk, I feel a little self-conscious wearing hats, and so I tend to not. And I actually have these gorgeous hats. If you go to my website at thesacredbeyond.com, I'm wearing these stunning, gorgeous wool felt hats that I gifted myself for my 65th birthday when I received an unexpected gift of money. And a friend of a friend made these hats, and I will put her link below. And I love them, but I'm super self-conscious wearing them. It was one thing to wear them for the photo shoot. I don't quite know how to wear them in everyday life. So yeah, I guess that kind of fits into the emerging theme for today is how do we weave and integrate our extraordinary, different, true selves into our daily life, into our lives, into our how we be in the world. How do you do it? How do you bring in and incorporate to bring into body and express your authentic self? Whether it's through what you wear, how you show up, what you say, how do you bring in your authentic self? I'm really asking myself that question because I'm being asked in this cocoon I'm in to really come into more of who I am. And then it's not to keep it hidden, not to keep me hidden from the world, but to bring myself forth and to share myself more generously, more graciously, more confidently. So, how do you express your authentic self? And what supports you to integrate and bring forth that part of yourself that maybe you haven't allowed others to see? What holds you? What kind of like nudges you and supports you as you take risks and express yourself more and more fully? Wisdom from the Well. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow.